Protests in Delhi continue to rage amid rising anger and a number of questions. While the Cockro Janata Party has issued a fresh warning to the government, Sonam Wangchuk, meanwhile, has put forth one condition for ending his hunger strike, which has now entered day 25. Just a few hours earlier, Cockro Janata Party claimed that it had turned down the Union Minister JP Nadda's invitation for fresh talks at his residence. While it proposed a meeting at the protest site or a neutral venue near Jantar Mantar, the government is yet to respond, reportedly. CJP also warned millions more will come to Delhi if the demands are not accepted. Listen to this.
We have said this very clearly. What happened on 20th was a trailer. If the government doesn't agree, millions more will come to Delhi, because this time will not hold back, will not stay silent.
The CJP, remember, has been seeking the Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation over the students ending their lives, allegedly, because of the cancellation of the NEET UG exam conducted because of a large-scale paper leak. They have also sought compensation of 1 crore rupees for the kin of those deceased students. What started out as a students' protest has now also gained a political dimension. A day earlier, Rahul Gandhi, remember, and other Congress leaders were forcibly removed and detained by the police after they staged that dharna outside Prime Minister Modi's residence. The Congress leader followed it up with a press conference today, claiming that 152 paper leaks have taken place over the last years with no convictions. He stated 7.5 crore students and their families have been impacted by this. And he also stressed on the key demands of the protesters.
Is that Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, who has failed as an education minister, who is known to be corrupt, should be relieved of his duties. 100% legitimate demand, nothing wrong with it.
Meanwhile, Sonam Wangchuk, who was, remember, admitted to Gurugram's Medanta hospital last evening, revealed that he lost 11 kg so far, agreed to call off his fast today itself if the government provides an unequivocal assurance that none of the young protesters will face any legal action for participating in this movement. In a letter addressed to the Union Minister JP Nadda and Jitendra Singh, who, remember, visited him at the hospital, the activists claimed that the government was considering paying adequate compensation for the deceased students and holding a meaningful discussion in the parliament. More chaos unfolded as the police prevented a delegation of MPs from the opposition parties, including the Aam Aadmi Party and the Samajwadi Party, from meeting Sonam Wangchuk at the hospital, reportedly. Earlier in the day, the Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister, Kiren Rijiju, reiterated the government's willingness for having a discussion on the issue. And while the opposition parties upped the ante, with many leaders arriving at the parliament dressed in black to protest the injuries inflicted upon the protesters, allegedly, the Union Defence Minister accused them of misleading the youth.
हम इस बात के लिए भी पूरी तरह से प्रतिबद्ध हैं कि किसी भी व्यक्ति, विशेषकर हमारे छात्रों और नौजवानों के साथ किसी भी प्रकार का अन्याय न हो, और विपक्ष के कुछ नेताओं द्वारा मैन्युफैक्चर्ड एक सेंस ऑफ एंगर, आक्रोश लोगों के अंदर केवल जनता, विशेषकर बच्चों के, नौजवानों को भ्रमित करने और गुमराह करने का मैं मानता हूं कि यह असफल प्रयास है.
And following Rahul Gandhi's dharna outside Prime Minister Modi's residence, BJP workers demonstrated in front of the state Congress headquarters. During one such protest in Patna, workers of the BJP and the Congress came to blows. The Congress also protested over Rahul Gandhi's brief detention. But the controversy over the alleged use of brute force by the Delhi police against the protesters during the July 20th march to Parliament refuses to die down. Hearing a bunch of public interest litigations regarding this, the Delhi High Court ordered the Delhi police to preserve the relevant CCTV footage and videos. It also issued a notice to the police and the centre and asked them to file their counter affidavits within a period of 4 weeks. And the matter will be heard next on the 11th of September. With many asking questions over the nature of the ongoing protests, there's also a fundamental question here. What is the constitutional position when it comes to protests in India? As per Article 19, citizens have the right to assemble peacefully without carrying arms. There is a caveat though. The government can impose reasonable restrictions on protests under the garb of sovereignty, public order, decency, or morality. To undertake any protest, the organizers need to obtain a no objection certificate from the police station. And while the authorities closed multiple Delhi metro stations because of the security situation earlier in the day, it appears that the clampdown is also leading to more questions and perhaps also fueling more support for this agitation, and a number of questions about when will the students who at this moment feel like they're not being heard actually feel like their demands have been met and they have been heard. In fact, there have been many from across the country also reportedly sending meals to protesters at Jantar Mantar. The organizers eventually issued an appeal asking them to stop ordering more and sending more. While the BJP has accused the opposition of politicizing the protests, another question arises. Can politics and governance really be separated? At the same time, it's also incumbent on the opposition to go beyond protests and insist on a fruitful debate on this issue on the floor of the parliament, as constructive solutions are the need of the hour. Shifting focus now to South India, a special story. The stage is set for the release of Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Vijay's final film before his full-time political journey sparked unprecedented excitement ahead of its worldwide release tomorrow. Despite months of censorship hurdles and a major leak setback, the fan frenzy remains unstoppable, with record-breaking advance bookings reflecting the film's massive global appeal as well. And the hype has translated into record numbers. The movie has already earned over $4.6 million in global pre-sales, including around $2.5 million from India and $2.1 million from overseas markets, thereby making it one of the biggest advance booking performers of the year. And the demand is only growing in parts like Bengaluru. Special early morning shows sold out within minutes of the bookings opening, while premium screenings across several centres continue to fill up at a rapid pace. Let's take a look at this report sent by Siddharth MP in Chennai.
And outside this theatre in Chennai, you can see that banners are being erected. Massive banners are expected to be erected in a couple of hours ahead of the release of this film. And a massive celebration is also expected given the kind of significance and Vijay's electoral win as well. Because in just about 2 years, Vijay went from debutant politician to chief minister. So this is the kind of aura that he enjoys. This is the kind of fan following that he has. And that celebration is expected to unfold very soon. From Chennai, Siddharth MP, WION World is One.
So that's a sample of what's been happening on the ground. And the excitement, by the way, is not limited to India. Strong advance bookings also reported from key overseas markets, including North America, the UK, Malaysia. Also highlighting Vijay's massive international fan base. In Chennai, fans have already started gathering for the first day first show, the theatre premises turning into a festival ground of sorts ahead of the release.
I have been a Vijay fan since 2009. Been associated with his Vijay fans movement since then. Movie is now releasing after 8 months almost. We were initially concerned that the movie release is getting delayed. Now after Vijay became CM, we feel extremely elated and enthused. This will be a hit movie and earn more than 1,000 crore.
And of course, the road to that release was not easy. The film faced a prolonged CBFC clearance process, legal proceedings as well, an online alleged leak before its theatrical debut. But none of this seems to have slowed down the momentum or dampened the excitement, with fans turning out in huge numbers to celebrate the moment. Shifting focus, at least 21 people have lost their lives in Assam after incessant rainfall across several districts caused severe flooding, impacting nearly 5.65 lakh people in the state. Meanwhile, Jammu and Kashmir also witnessing a prolonged spell of heavy rainfall, with the downpour continuing for the third consecutive day. According to the Assam State Disaster Management Authority, daily flood report issued on Tuesday midnight, people have been hit by the deluge in several parts. In fact, it further informed that in the last 24 hours, 13 people, including 4 women, 2 children, drowned in the floodwaters in the Sivasagar district, followed by 5 others, including 2 children in another part, 2 in Golaghat and 1 woman in Jorhat. The flooding caused by the overflowing river there has also disrupted rail connectivity across the northeast, forcing the Northeast Frontier Railway to cancel, divert and regulate dozens of passenger trains after the tracks in near one part were inundated. Relief and rescue operations are being carried out by multiple agencies, including the Air Force, the National Disaster Response Force, the SDRF, Fire and Emergency Services. The Assam Chief Minister, meanwhile, said he will visit the worst affected districts to review the relief and rescue operations. The IMD has said heavy rainfall is expected to continue in Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura for the next several days. Similarly, flash floods and landslides have hit various parts of Manipur, with the situation worsening after a breach developed in the embankment of the Nambol River in Bishnupur district. At the same time, relentless rainfall continued to lash Jammu and Kashmir. Floods and landslides have snapped road links in the hilly areas of Jammu division, cutting off over 100 villages from their district headquarters and paralyzing life in several parts. Landslides hit the Jammu-Srinagar National Highway, in fact, in Udhampur and Ramban, while waterlogging shut the Jammu-Pathankot Highway for most of the day. Citing safety concerns, authorities suspended the Amarnath Yatra, Vaishno Devi Yatra and the Shivkori Yatra for the 3rd day in a row. According to the IMD, Jammu and Kashmir could witness heavy rainfall and thunderstorms accompanied by lightning and gusty winds of 30 to 40 kilometers per hour, gusting up to 50 kilometers per hour. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.